In today's video we are talking about, what are we talking about? I don't even know. In today's video we are talking about how to find the right wedding planner for you. Hello everyone, happy Wedding Wednesday, and today we're talking about how to find your perfect wedding planner. I have been in the wedding industry for coming up to 5 years now, and I've met a whole range of wedding planners with completely different styles, completely different modes of working, and it can be confusing to find the one that will best suit you. So in this video I'm going to break it all down with what a wedding planner does, the different ways in which wedding planners work, and how you can find the right one for you. Before we jump in though, why don't you click that subscribe button for more wedding tips every single Wedding Wednesday, and let's get into it. Before you even think about looking for a wedding planner, I really recommend that you start with my where to start with wedding planning video. That video is perfect for people who are looking for a wedding planner and who are not looking for a wedding planner. The first 2 steps of wedding planning is still the same. You still need to set a range of dates in your mind of when you'd like to get married, and you also need to define your style. These are 2 really important pillars of beginning your wedding planning journey, so definitely check that out. I'll leave the link in the description bar. Now that you've set a range of dates and you've defined your wedding style, you can begin looking for a wedding planner. It is not strictly necessary to have a venue in mind already, but if you do have a venue in mind that you've got your heart set on, do ask that venue if they recommend any wedding planners in the area. They might be able to help you with your search. So let's begin with what a wedding planner does. And this varies depending on the type of wedding planner, but I'm going to go through the main types of wedding planners, which are full wedding planners, wedding stylists, and on-the-day coordinators. Full wedding planners do what they say on the tin. They help you devise your wedding budget, they help you to find a venue, they help source all of your suppliers and keep you on track for the wedding that you want. They can also help you with styling tips, with etiquette tips, and they'll often do the full on-the-day coordination on the day for you as well. Then we have wedding stylists. Wedding stylists are not part of the planning process. So the key difference here is that it's all about style for them. So they will help you create a mood board, they'll help you with your colour scheme, they'll help you to style your wedding, perhaps attending on the day to put all of your flowers and your arrangements together the way that you have spoken about it. But it is just a styling process. They are not helping with the actual planning of the day, and they won't run the day for you on the day either. Wedding stylists are better for you if you just want a little bit of creative direction and you don't actually want someone to come and help you plan the whole thing. Now on to on-the-day coordinators. On-the-day coordinators only work on the day of your wedding. They will work from the plan that you have created. You go to a wedding coordinator about a month before your big day, and you will tell them all of your plans for your wedding. From that plan, the on-the-day coordinator can often help you timeline your wedding days and make it more organized and tie up any loose ends, ask any questions, and help you to finish off the final touches. And then on the day you don't have to think about anything, you completely hand over to that on the day coordinator and they run the event for you. They make sure every supplier is present, they deal with any emergencies, they pay any cash payments that need to be paid on the day, they make sure your food service runs smoothly, they make sure that your table plan is fully executed. Your on the day coordinator is your helping hand on the actual big day. So next we're going to talk about how to find a wedding planner, and the most obvious answer is Google. People often use Google to find a lot of wedding suppliers, and wedding planners are no different. Our shopfront is our website. Key tip for when you're Googling wedding planners is to be specific. Be specific to the type of wedding planner that you want. So if you want a full wedding planner, if you want a wedding stylist, or if you want an on-the-day coordination, you need to Google for the right thing. A lot of planners will often offer a full planning service, an on-the-day coordination service, and a wedding styling service, but if you want someone that's specific, then definitely search for the right term. I also recommend that you add in some adjectives to the style that you want. So if you want a modern London-based wedding planner, put in Google modern London wedding plan. You need to be specific because there are so many wedding planners. It will yield so many results that it can be quite tiresome to go through them all. So be as specific as possible. If you want a creative modern wedding planner, if you want a rustic bohemian wedding planner, search for the right term. Another way to source a wedding planner is through word of mouth. If you've gone to a wedding and you've really liked the execution and the styling of the wedding, and you know that your friend has used a wedding planner, then ask them for their details. Word of mouth also means that you have a solid testimonial, but don't overlook new planners either. People who aren't that experienced and are just getting out there often charge cheaper than the more established planners, and often their work is just as good. Okay, so you know what a wedding planner does, you know when to find them, and you know how to find them. But now, how do you choose between them? Once you have a short list of wedding planners that were either recommended to you or you found on the internet, you now need to vet them, and this can be done in a range of ways. One of the first things you want to do is to go through their website thoroughly, particularly focusing on their about page and how they work. On the About page, you'll find out more about their background. You'll also hear them speak in their own voice, and that is really key to finding the right wedding planner for you. You need to find someone that you can get on with. You're often working with them for a year, maybe more. So you really need to connect with them as a person. If their About page and their portfolio looks appealing to you, then I'd say progress to social media. Have a look at their social media and their blog writing style. See if that speaks to you. See if they're talking about the topics that actually mean something to you. So say for example you're looking for a wedding planner who is very colourful. You want a super colourful wedding, and you're looking for a wedding planner who can deliver that for you. You want to go through their social media and look at their Instagram photos or wherever they are most active, and just see if they are talking about the things that actually relate to you. Are they talking about colour schemes? Are they talking about styling tips? Are they featuring inspiration that really speaks to you? Have a look at their social media, see if you connect there. Blogs and videos are also a fantastic way to connect with someone before you approach them, because you can see how they write, you can see how they speak, but the overriding point of this is, does the website and their social media speak to you personally? Does it connect with you? Do you want to contact this person? So now you have a shorter list of wedding planners that A, have the style that you want, work in the area that you want, and have social media that speaks to you. Now you want to contact these wedding planners. Often there'll be a contact page where they'll either have a way of direct messaging them or an email address or telephone number, whichever you prefer to use. Some wedding planners even have a consultation page where you can book in an online consultation or telephone consultation with them. It'll be around 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and you'll just have a chat about what they can do for you and what you're after. The contact stage is a test in itself. You need to know that this wedding planner is going to get back to you quickly and professionally. You don't want a generic email, you want a personally written email if at all possible. I know not everyone has the time to write a personal email, but if that connection and that availability is important to you, then the time that a planner takes to get back to you is important. Typically, I'd say that most people will get back to you within 24 hours, 48 at push, but if it's over 3 days, then maybe consider other options. So have a look at their response. Was it friendly? Was it approachable? Was it too friendly for you? Was it not friendly enough for you? See how the response is. The next stage of finding your perfect wedding planner is to arrange a meet with them. So a lot of people will have a telephone consultation before actually meeting face to face. So I'll go over telephone consultations really quickly. Telephone consultation stage allows you to hear the planner in their own voice, sell themselves to you and see if they can really gel with you. It's also the opportunity for the wedding planner to see if you're the couple that they want to work with. There's nothing against you at all, but sometimes there is a mismatch in style. Maybe you just don't click with them, and that's okay. If you don't click, you don't have to click with everyone. Not everyone is going to like each other. So that telephone consultation stage is kind of like a buffer to a meeting. So let's move on to the consultation. You want to know that you can feel comfortable with this person talking about your dream wedding. You also want to have a wedding planner will often bring a prospectus or a laptop so they can show you the previous weddings that they have done. They will also go through how they work and their pricing structure. If the wedding planner is doing all of the talking, then it is not going well. You need to be doing most of the talking. This meeting is about you and your wedding. It needs to be about what you want at the end of the day. So if the wedding planner is doing all of the talking and kind of steamrolling over you, then that's not good at all. The meeting should be really relaxed, really simple, but still professional. I recommend that you bring with you some photos of some ideas that you have going. If you have a set venue, then do bring the details of this venue with you. You'll also want to explain your range of dates and your style and tastes. These are really important things to establish right in the beginning so you can see if you're a good match for each other. Now, following from the consultation stage, you'll probably have a proposal. Not everyone does this, but for example, myself, I draw up a personal proposal of everything that we talked about during our consultation and another explanation of how I work and another explanation of my pricing structure. The proposal shouldn't tell you anything different than you already know. It should just be a consolidation of everything that you've talked about so far. You want to know that that person has listened to you. This is the key here. Have they listened to you? If you're comparing all of the different proposals, it should have the same information in them. So see what people are missing out and what people are adding in. Have they got your style right? Have they got the date right? Have they got your names right? These are really important things. So have a look at the proposal. This is where you make your decision. Once you've decided on a wedding planner, the rest is easy. Your wedding planner should inform you of what the next steps would be. It is often signing a contract, paying a deposit, and then whatever first steps they do in their working process. I will mention destination planners a little bit here. In my video on the 5 myths about marrying abroad, I talked about package planners and consultative planners. Most wedding planners in the UK at least are consultative planners, so they will work to your rhythm. Package planners, particularly in destination weddings, work in that your entire wedding comes under one big package. Your venue, a 3-course set menu often, a wedding cake, a couple of bouquets from their selected florist, all of these things plus your on-the-day coordination are all tied up in this one big package, and you pay one fixed fee for your entire wedding. If you're after a package, it is very easy to find. But if you're after the consultative approach with a destination wedding, then you do need to be specific with this. Do Google for the right term. Google for a consultative destination wedding planner or a personal destination wedding planner, something like that. And then you're more likely to come up with wedding planners that steer away from the package label. And that's it. That's my video on how to find the wedding planner for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. As ever, in the blog that I've got linked down below, I've got tons more information on this, including the checklist of what you should be asking your prospective wedding planners during the telephone consultation or the first meeting. But that's it from me. As ever, I'm Olivia from Nulyweds, your millennial wedding planner, and if you liked this video, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye.